In the previous video, we have discussed about role of government in business. In today's video, we shall discuss about the pros or benefits of intervention of government in business. First is planned economic development. When government intervenes in business, it ensures planned economic development. Now, every country strives to achieve economic development, but when the economic development is properly planned by the government, then this objective can be achieved by the nation. When there is planned economic development, then it gives direction to business activities as to how business activities can be conducted in the nation and how they can contribute to economic development. These policies are framed and regulations are laid down to ensure development of all the sectors. If there is no planned economic development, then it will be biased development of economic sectors. Sometimes it may lead to development of only industries or development of only service sector, which is not good for the economy. When things are properly planned, then government can ensure that economic development happens in all the sectors simultaneously. Protection as well as incentives are given to domestic industries, small scale industries, agriculture sector, industries in backward regions, etc., to ensure that they are also contributing to economic development, as well as they are not left behind while other industries are moving ahead. Activities of MNCs, that is multinational companies, and big industrialists are controlled and regulated to ensure fair competition. If too much freedom or liberalization is given to big industries and MNCs, then they might eat up the small scale industries, or they might give tough competition to small scale industries, which will ruin their existence. So to ensure overall or proper development of the nation, government has to make sure that it is controlling and regulating the activities of these industries to ensure fair competition in the country. So this is one of the major benefit of government intervention in business. Next is to ensure growth and development. Now, economic growth of a country is measured in terms of GDP, that is gross domestic product. Now, what is this gross domestic product? It is nothing but volume of goods and services which are produced in a year. That is, what is the total amount of goods and services that a country is producing in a year is nothing but GDP. It shows what is the growth of nation. Now this GDP is compared from year to year. Suppose in a particular year more goods of services are produced, in next year whether same amount of goods and services are produced or more, that comparison is made to understand what is the growth of nation. Next is development. Now development is measured in terms of development in all the sectors of economy. Basically, economy has three sectors, that is agriculture, industries and service sector. So overall development of all this sector is nothing but development of economy. The government will intervene through necessary policies and regulations to ensure that every sector of economy will receive adequate importance. Okay, until and unless there is government interference, economy will not move in the right direction, because it may so happen that the flow of funds is not done in all the areas of the business. Okay, there might be wrong usage of resources, wastage of resources. Okay, to make sure that everything is going smoothly, government intervention is required in business, because it ensures that development of industries is done in the right direction, and especially the needs of poor, backward and underprivileged in the society is done, who are especially in majority. So government plays an important role to ensure growth and development in the country. Next is development of core industries. The development of a nation depends upon core industries like steel, cement, power, transport, etc. Now, these industries require heavy investment and they have long gestation period. Government can either itself develop such enterprises such as SAIL, KSRTC, oil oil industries, power, telecommunication, etc. Or it might give necessary incentives and support to private entrepreneurs who want to start such industries. These industries are risky and they do not give adequate return. So government will have to either invest itself in such industries or give adequate incentives to private people to invest in those areas. Now, development of core industries is very important. Now imagine if there are no core industries like power, telecommunication, or infrastructure facilities in nation. If all these things are missing, then will other business activities have any meaning? No, right? So government intervention is necessary to promote all these heavy industries. Otherwise private sectors on their own will not develop such industries. Next is control over monopoly and unfair trade practices. Monopolist nature of business is harmful for the interest of society, because if a company achieves monopoly in the country, then they might charge high prices, they might control supply, exploit consumers and workers. Business which is not controlled may undertake unfair trade practices like hoarding, false advertisement, charging high prices, etc. So these aspects of business are to be regulated. Control of these aspects in India is ensured through many acts and provisions. So it is very important that government controls monopoly as well as unfair trade practices in the country. Otherwise it might lead to other sectors of the society being affected by such position of a particular industry or a particular business organization. So government through its various acts and provisions can control competition in the country. So that is another benefit of government intervention in business. Next is market failure. Now market is never perfect. It is just an myth that market can be a perfect market. So markets will not understand the sentiments and feeling of the poor. Particularly market cannot meet the requirements of poor in the society, so its forces may exploit the society. So market has to be regulated. You cannot depend completely upon the market, that is demand and supply forces in the market. Government has to regulate the market by fixing prices, controlling the supply and other provisions. These measures will ensure that requirements of all the people in the society, especially poor and backward people, is met. Otherwise if everything is left to the market, then only some goods and services will have proper pricing. Otherwise the market conditions might lead to profits of only some group of industries. So government intervention is must in the market to ensure that all the business enterprises have got good demand for their goods and services, and the requirements of all the people in the society is met. Next is protection of environment. Every business, particularly industrial activities, exploit natural resources. So unrestricted business activity might disturb ecological balance, which will result in natural calamities like floods, earthquakes, drought, etc. So business must be made responsible to make judicious use of natural resources. Government will intervene in the business by passing Environment Protection Act, which will regulate over exploitation of natural resources. I imagine if there was no government to regulate the business activities, then people would exploit natural resources as per their needs and requirements. Now because government is there, everything is in control, otherwise it might lead to ecological imbalance and many natural calamities can happen. Okay, so it is very important that environment has to be protected and business people are to be made felt responsible for their contribution towards conservation of forest, or you can say environment. Next point is safeguarding the interest of workers and welfare of consumers. Now workers who are working for the business organization, it is very important that they should get adequate wages, better working conditions and other incentives. So government by passing legislations like minimum wages act, industrial disputes act, trade unions act, bonus act, etc., can safeguard the interest of workers. Apart from that, government can also ensure welfare of customers through Customers Protection Act, Essential Commodities Act, MRTP Act, Drugs Control Act, etc. These acts ensure adequate regular supply of necessary goods at reasonable price. So government plays a very important role for safeguarding the interest of workers as well as welfare of customers. So if there is no government, then workers might be exploited, that is they might be paid less salary and they may be forced to work for long hours. But since there is government intervention, the interest of workers is protected. Similarly, for the customers, some suppliers may take monopoly position, they might charge high prices, or they might have control over supply. That is simply they might create shortage of goods to raise the price of goods and services. So all these unfair trade practices are controlled by the government to ensure the welfare of workers and consumers in the society. So like this, government plays a major role by intervening in business activities for the welfare of business organization as well as for the welfare of society. With this I conclude for today. Thank you.